Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you like my videos and throw some comments. I love chatting with you guys. Thanks for watching. Beautiful day out today, so I figured I'd do a little project outside. And what that project is a 220mm brake rotor up in the front. I've been complaining for the whole season that I'm having a hard time stopping on some of these big descents. So today we're going to go with a jumbo size rotor on the front of the Stache here. Of course it's orange, it's made by Hope, so I got a pretty quality rotor. So we'll see how the project goes, and hopefully I brought all the tools I need to do this out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, for today's project we're going to need the brake rotor. Comes with some hardware. A spacer adapter. This was a pain in the butt to find because I need to go from a 160 to a 220 because the bike already has a spacer on it. So it was kind of a small to a really large, but I did find one. I think it was on like European eBay or something. My multi-tool, and then a 20, I believe it's a 20, yep, a 20 star bit, and then a 25 star bit. So hopefully I got everything I need. Pretty easy. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is take these two bolts off, which will remove the caliper. And then this bolt here and this bolt here, hopefully you can see it, will remove the spacer that's on here already. Like so. So you can tell right off the bat that these are definitely bigger, or this one's definitely bigger than this one here. So this will have the spacing that I need where this one doesn't. Alright, so now we're just going to put this back on like so, and you'll see the bolts line right up. I should have brought some thread tight. I did not, so I'm going to reuse these ones and probably come back later and throw something on there, just so that I don't have any issues later on. And now time to reinstall the caliper. Let's see, it lines up like so. I'm going to use the new bolts because they do have thread lock on them already. And then on this, I'm not going to tighten it down yet because it has adjustment side to side. So we want to see where the rotor falls before I end up tightening that down. All right, on the wheel here you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 torque spit screws. So I did get replacement ones for the Hope rotor, but I'll probably reuse these ones if I can because they're black and I actually like them better than the chrome ones. So I'm going to pull these off, and then we're going to grab the other rotor and slap it on there. Alright, and here's a size comparison of the 200 versus the 220. So a little different there. You can tell basically you're picking up quite a bit of rotor size overall. If we line up the insides, it's a big difference. Now we're just going to put that guy on there. Grab my bolts and tighten them back in. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's two bolts here, And you can tighten and loosen those, and that allows this whole caliper to slide back and forth. Okay, so a couple things you want to be careful of is the inner brake here. Make sure it's not hitting the rotor here, right? And then you also want to make sure that the caliper is not hitting the spokes. So when you do your adjustment, make sure you watch out for those things. And then I would assume you probably want to get as much straight as you can, and then make sure you're not rubbing on the pad on one side or the other. All right, now that's how you do a front brake rotor. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can tell from there, but it matches my bike really well. Last thing to do is go take it for a test drive. See you next ride, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks.